Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. My name is Savannah Playford, the Director of Youth Ministry at Dixon United Methodist Church. Whenever you are watching this, welcome to today's daily devotion. As many of you know, this Sunday we start our Y2 Squad and Crew Food for Thought Sundays. This will be happening on the second and fourth Sunday of every month, where the Y2 Squad and the Crew youth group will get together to have a meal, pray, and share our thoughts with one another. As I was preparing for this meeting and I was looking for biblical references or things that we could talk about, I found many verses talking about the common breaking bread together, which all of us know is when we have communion and we think of Jesus and have him in our thoughts and our prayers. But I wanted to find some verses that talked about the importance of sharing a meal together, which is not always as common in today's day and age. I found Acts 2:42 through 47 that says this: "The believers devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, to the community, to their shared meals, and to their prayers. A sense of awe came over everyone. God performed many wonders and signs through the apostles. All the believers were united and shared everything. They would sell pieces of property and possessions and distribute the proceeds to everyone who needed them. Every day they met together in the temple and ate in their homes. They shared food with gladness and simplicity. They praised God and demonstrated God's goodness to everyone. The Lord added daily to the community to those who were being saved." Is it just me, or did we all have better communities pre-COVID? Now we're all comfortable in our own homes, we're in our own space, and we may struggle to be okay with being with other people. These verses tell us that we need to be in community with one another, to share meals and to do good deeds together, which is easy to understand but hard to apply. But these verses are telling us that is how believers become a community. Did you know that after these verses, 3,000 people became believers when Peter started talking about the gospel? These new Christians were so excited about what the apostles had taught, and they included those things in their prayers and fellowships when they met in small groups and took the time to mature their faith. This is a habit I think we all can get back into. In these verses, it says that believers, that's us, devoted themselves to the teaching, community, shared meals, and prayers, which is exactly what Y2 and Crew is going to do the second and fourth Sunday of every month. The best way and the best place to learn about God is with other believers. These verses also explain how we should be united as brothers and sisters in Christ, despite our differences. Regardless of our age, our grade, the family background, it doesn't matter. Y2 and Crew are going to strive to share time together. Over and over in these verses, it discusses sitting down and enjoying a meal together, which is fine by me because I do love a good meal and I love an even better snack. Although food is not the main point of the gospel or even the main point of Jesus' teaching, that it is a time for us to sit down and enjoy time together without distractions. It is a time for us to attract other believers to the table with the food and then take that time to pray and discuss the teaching of the Bible, which is exactly what we will be doing in our Food for Thought meetings. It is also a way to show hospitality, communion, and friendship. And that really is the central message of our Christian faith, which is not necessarily sitting and breaking bread together during the Sunday service, but also to sit and have meals and break bread together outside of service, and then extend that hospitality to a stranger. So I challenge you this month, this week, this day, whenever you get around to it, to sit down and have at least one meal with somebody in your community and have a conversation. Have a meal with them. Don't forget to invite me. But just remember, we are Christians ready, equipped, and willing to serve after we share a meal with one another.